Hi everyone, I'm Jeff Pietch, an engineer on the Juju UI engineering team, and I'm going to introduce you to our latest release of the Juju GUI 1.4.0. This release has been in the works for the past 2 months while we worked on one of the highest requested features so far, uncommitted bundles. For those unfamiliar, when we added the deployer bar, which allowed you to create and modify your environment before sending the changes to your live Juju environment, bundle support was absent from that functionality. Ever since then, we've received a large number of requests from you to add that functionality to bundles. So what does this mean for you? Well, you can now drag a bundle from the Charm browser, import a bundle file, or drag and drop a bundle YAML file onto the canvas, and it will generate a complete change set of that bundle and allow you to modify it before deploying. This allows you to modify machine placement, scalability, modify configuration options, and even modify which services are deployed from that bundle. So enough talk, let's see it in action. Here you see the latest GUI release in a Juju environment running on AWS. Of course, this functionality is available across all Juju supported environments. I'm going to search for my Ghost blog bundle here, which has 6 services, 8 relations, and 6 machines. As I drag and drop this bundle from the Charm browser onto the canvas, it is generating a list of changes which we can then go and modify. Say we weren't going into a large production but just wanted to give this environment a try. We probably don't want to spin up 6 machines for a demo. So because this bundle is all uncommitted, I can switch over to the machine view and reduce the number of machines and unit placement. So you'll see the bundle had a single unit placed on a single machine, and I can go in here and delete the machines and even delete some of the extra units and then replace them all on a single machine with multiple containers. You'll see as I drag the units onto the machine, I can either place the units on the bare metal of the machine or in an LXC or KVM container. Switching back to the services view now, I can see that I no longer need the Nagios monitoring services that this bundle had originally provided. So I'm going to go and remove those services. You'll notice that where we once had 26 changes to our environment, we now only have 14. Once I finish that, I can commit and have my newly modified environment deployed. Here you see the list of changes that the Juju GUI is going to make to your environment once you hit the confirm button. After I see that this environment is working as I'd expect, I can export it to get an identical reproducible representation of that environment. So I'll export this now, have a shareable YAML file which can be uploaded to the Charm store or shared as a flat file. Switching back to the machine view, you can see that the 4 remaining services have been deployed to a single machine, 2 on bare metal and 2 in different LXC containers. Now I'm going to switch over to my local environment and import the bundle file. To import a bundle, I'm going to go to the Import button on the deployer bar, select the previously exported bundle YAML file. It's then going to go through the same process that we saw before. And you can now see that we have an identical representation that we had over on AWS, now available to be deployed on my local machine. This bundle file can be imported into any Juju environment to be reproduced now. You saw how easy this was with a small environment. It's just as easy with something as complex as OpenStack. I have a fresh environment here. I'm going to drag the OpenStack bundle from the Charm browser. We now have all of the services and relations for this OpenStack bundle. Opening the deployer bar, we can see all 66 changes that were listed in the OpenStack bundle, which we just dropped on the canvas. By clicking on the service icons, it will open up the service inspector where we can go and modify any configuration options that we want prior to deployment. Switching to the machine view, we can co-locate and scale services as needed prior to deploying, making deploying OpenStack with Juju even easier. Once we've placed our units, you can export that modified bundle and distribute it amongst your team so that they can reproduce your exact environment just as we did previously. Thanks for watching this introduction to the latest release of the Juju GUI 1.4.0. We're always looking for input on what features you want to see next in the Juju GUI. So you can find us on Freenode, in #Juju and #Juju-GUI. We can also be found on Twitter at Juju UI and the Juju mailing list at juju@lists.ubuntu.com.